In this video, I'm going to take you through something that's a little different, okay, as it comes to GoHighLevel. And if you guys can't see it on the screen, I will show you what it is. You know, it's the one thing that's not like the other. But as we all know, with GoHighLevel, it out of the box, it comes pretty empty, right? It's just like a shell. There's some basic functionality, and that you kind of have to build it as you go, or import snapshot that you can get your hands on to save you time. This is one that I found yesterday because while I can definitely offer support, absolutely. Like I know how to do, like, automation, marketing, sites, funnels. A lot of the things that we could do within GoHighLevel, I do know how to do it. But I know there's a lot of people that are still learning the process, and you're trying to build a business as you go, right? Or maybe you are just in the early stages. So there is a third-party company called Extendly. And Extendly is a fascinating company who offers a lot of white label support, right? So basically, you are hiring, I don't say outsourcing, but creating an extension of your business and your team by offering Helpdesk. You can get custom snapshots. What we're going to look at today is this right here. I added this yesterday to my GoHighLevel. It is a knowledge base, okay, which I think is absolutely incredible that I can have this inside of GoHighLevel. And this may be perfect for those of you that are just starting out, but you can even, there are plenty of things that you can incorporate. And at the time of this recording, that knowledge base that I added is completely free. Yes, I said that right. It is completely free. It is a complete GoHighLevel knowledge base that I added in, so that way if people, if users, and I picture this more for, this is not necessarily for the business owners that are wanting you to do the GoHighLevel for them. This is going to be more for like your admins and agencies and people that are like in charge of support for your business. There are so many bolt-ons and so many add-ons, especially with Extendly, that I cannot recommend enough. But even something as simple as a knowledge base, because right out of the box, you're going to get, you can reach out to support, and there's communities out there that you can reach out to be able to get help right away. But if you're just looking for like a quick guide, okay, you're just looking for a quick guide, you don't need to sit on Zooms or whatever. You don't have to put in support tickets. For the more advanced stuff, you will still need to do those things. I encourage that, absolutely. But for like basic stuff, like getting started, I wouldn't use this for like onboarding per se. Onboarding, I would definitely have more of like a custom presence, and Extendly can add that into your GoHighLevel account. So what we'll do is we'll take a look here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on knowledge base right here, and we're actually just going to bring it up. And it's literally like my own built-in help desk. As you can see right here, it is completely white labeled. It's original. I can literally browse through library and I can search. So like, here's getting started. I'm not going to go through all of these because it would take way too long. But literally, it's like if you had some basic questions and you just needed to get an answer quickly. So like, I wanted to know about the reputation. Okay, I wanted to know like how to send a review. So literally, you can look and go through like specifics. So if you need to learn how to configure the review widget, so I can go in here. And there's screenshots, there's accessing the reports, there's a layout tab. So it's very comprehensive, right? And you can actually click this button here. It'll take you back up to the top. And of course, any further reading. How to send a review request. This is for reputation management, right? This is for connecting to Google, Facebook, and allowing businesses to send reviews to their customers, right? To get more reviews, to get shown on that front page at the top of Google. That is not a paid ad. But you can actually, right here, it takes you through sending review requests. But then if I want to go back, let's say I want to go back home here, and I want to search for automation. And I could literally and it's going to not bring anything up. I wanted to bring up here. Okay, so I just click on automation for an example. That was a poor attempt. So if I want to know about workflow triggers, because I actually had I was talking to somebody in one of the Facebook communities earlier who had a question about workflow triggers, and so I mean, if you're not familiar with using this, you can come right here, and there's appointment status, call status, contact change. So anything. So these triggers are events that fire off a workflow. So like if somebody fills out a form, for example, and then you want to send them SMS messages, okay, that is. I've shown you guys that before. It's like that is the initial launching point to start your animation. So an event has to happen in order to start a workflow. Any event. You could have a contact. You could just add even something as simple as just adding a tag to a contact. Boom. Trigger a workflow. And so you can literally learn. It shows you right here with a nice diagram, nice image right there. You can pop that up and get a nice bigger picture there, which I think, and it's like, hey, you want to add a trigger? Add a contact tag. There you go. And of course, you can have different filters and things like that. So let me go back. I'm gonna click the up arrow. And I had this set up. I did this intentionally to open in a new tab. So that way, if you wanted to do like side by side, because I mean, if you're trying to troubleshoot something live on the fly, before the point of getting support involved, right? Before you get to that point of reaching out, or even like engaging a live Zoom chat. I encourage you guys to leverage the resources first, and then if you feel like, okay, I'm spinning my wheels, I've tried to go through these articles, it's not working, okay, then I'll hop on a Zoom call with support and try to get it figured out, especially if it's something very advanced, right? Or maybe something that's not, I don't want to say vanilla, but basic, maybe like a basic thing. Like what setting do I configure custom fields, for an example? Okay, what are custom fields? So it literally tells you what it is. You can click on it. There's actually some of the knowledge base articles, some of the Helpdesk articles have an accompanying video with it, and so you can get a little bit more substance. And it takes you through and shows you. It gives you a little bit more in depth, right? I think this is going to be very useful, especially if you are new to agency and maybe newer to GoHighLevel and you don't know all of the settings, or maybe you brought on a client and they wanted to add a capability that you have not yet figured out. So maybe you just designed the websites for them. Maybe that's all you did. And they're like, okay, we want to add a form that books an appointment now. So maybe you just had a basic, I'm just throwing out like a entry-level example. And so maybe you had just built websites. Okay, maybe that's you. You're building websites for clients. But then they decide, okay, can we automate? Can you add a form to this and then set it up to fire off a workflow? I'm like, okay, let me go. So I'm like, yeah, sure, not a problem. And so what I'll do is, I was like, oh my gosh, how do I build a form? So let me see. Let me go to forms. Let me go to forms. Normally what it does is it brings an autocomplete drop down, but for whatever reason, mine is not working. Let me just refresh this. This is the beauty. I'm going to leave this in just to show you guys that tech does happen. So let me see form. Let me see what this does, because you see the wheel spinning right there. But I'm actually going to go down and see if it's okay. So there was not anything specifically for forms. So let me see. Let's do a calendar. Okay, let's do a calendar for an example. Okay, if you want to get your appointments in one location, you can get like here if you're wanting to set up a service calendar, right? So if you are a service-based business and you wanted to offer like rooms and equipment or a service menu, so you create dedicated calendars. So each of the services your business offers. So maybe you have, I would say, a salon, right? And maybe you have appointments for shampooing or haircuts only, men, women, children. Maybe you have a separate schedule just for your beauticians and your stylists to cut children's hair, and it's a very specific calendar just to them. And you can actually do that here. You could create a service menu from scratch, and it only gives you the description here on how you want this to go, and then you can select services. You can select groups. This is just a quick example, and then of course you can learn how to embed that. You can learn how to go into the calendar settings if you want to learn how to share calendar, or maybe like embed. There we go. Okay, see, now we're starting to see. Let me see. Okay, that's what I was saying earlier. Let me go into calendar settings. Okay, here we go. All the different calendar settings that you can look at. Copy the scheduling link. Copy the embed code. So This is going to be a big one, especially let's say on your website that a business owner came to you and you're like, hey, I want to create a button on the website, and then it pops up the calendar. And then what you can do is go into your website builder, your website designer inside of HighLevel and add a pop-up, and then you copy the embed code. And that way, whenever you embed that, boom, that calendar pops up for say I want to book a new customer appointment. That would be a good one for your website. New customer, click here. Or maybe like existing customer, go here, something like that. Just throwing out as an example, just my thought process on how I envision that going. But I mean, the point is, you have a complete knowledge base of articles here in the library. So that way you could probably, I would say 9 times out of 10, figure out what you need help with the most. So it's like the first step towards having like a Helpdesk extension for your team, which you can do with Extendly. And I'll actually put links in the descriptions to where, 1, you can sign up for a 14-day free trial of GoHighLevel. And then 2, I'll also add another link to where you can check out this WhiteLabel knowledge base, this WhiteLabel Helpdesk that Extendly is at this current recording. I can't say it's gonna be forever, but they are now giving this to you for free. They're giving you this Helpdesk to add in to your agency. That's what I was looking for. And how do we do that? So what I'll do is I'm going to go back to GoHighLevel here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my agency settings. Okay, you can only create these. So I got this here. The reason I added this here was a custom menu link, and that is, I'm going to show you guys real quick, and that'll probably be and then we're going to come down here to settings. We came into we're at the agency level. We go to settings, and then we go to custom menu link, and then I have a couple of different options here. As it pertains to Extendly. But if you wanted to add a custom menu link, you would do it right here at the agency level, and then go to settings. I'm in settings, and then custom menu link. Yeah, this just shows you the power and flexibility you have with GoHighLevel, and to be able to add in specific custom menu entries. So like if you're developing something new, or you think, you know what, I think it'd be really awesome to have this software like embedded within GoHighLevel. Now, you'll need to support iframes, right? Because especially if you want it to be like in the frame. This particular situation, I recommend having it open up in a new window or a new tab, so that way you could have side by side, especially if you're trying to troubleshoot a problem live and you're trying to figure something out, or where something is. But like I said, this is the first, I would consider as like the first initial step if you wanted to just have a quick knowledge base, right? And give your customers some initial resources. And of course, I do recommend Extendly. And like I said, there'll be a link in the description so you can check this out. And right now they're giving this away for free at the time of this recording. So if this is like 2 years from now and they don't, I'm sorry. I don't control it. I'm just recommending it because I think it's a very valuable asset to have in your business. And of course, they do have paid plans to where you can sign up and get live chat, custom WhiteLabel onboarding videos, and you can create your own onboarding course just to give people for when they start. Obviously, you can create yourself, but then they will actually give it to you. They will let you white label that, so that way you can incorporate that into your agency, into your business, and get that level of support, right? Because that's gonna be important. Is, yeah, you can sign somebody up for GoHighLevel, but if you're bringing somebody in, you need to give them something in return, seriously, and give them some extra support, which is what I recommend. Either through yourself, like I do with these YouTube videos to help you guys out, or if you have to outsource it, which is also a great recommendation. You can also create them. You can create the videos yourself if you have that kind of time and bandwidth. And knowledge, even the knowledge capacity. But that's what I wanted to take you guys through today, is being able to value add support for whatever service you're offering. You will never go wrong being able to offer that extra support, and this is just one way of doing it. There's so many different ways to do it, but I discovered this yesterday, and I want to share this with you guys because I was really excited to see this. And I kind of stumbled upon it by accident because I was looking for something else and I saw this. I'm like, okay, let me go here and check this out. And I started to check it out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to add this right now. And that way I can do a training on it. So I did not expect it to go as long as it did, But I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys like the content that I'm doing, be sure to go down, give me a thumbs up, and then hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it if you feel like that this helps you, and if you feel like that this content resonates with you. Of course, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will answer them myself. I have direct access to it. So if you guys do have any questions about this, or adding custom menu links, or even knowledge base, that you can drop a comment or send me a message. I'll include all my contact information in the description below, and you can get up and running like fast. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, have a great day.